Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on the thermometer. As we know, a thermometer measures temperature. If we think of it as a vertical number line, it will help us to understand the idea of negative numbers a little better. I have only shown degrees Celsius to make things easier. So here's the scale here on the right hand side, and there's the C. So you'll see here that there's 0, and it goes up by 5 degrees for each of the scales here. See that? Goes up by 5, and down here it goes down by 5. Look at 0 degrees Celsius, which is there. This is the freezing point of water. It is very cold, obviously, because if water freezes at that temperature, it must be cold. Going up gets hotter. So as we go up in that direction, the temperature gets hotter. This is the same as moving to the right on a normal number line, where the numbers get bigger. Going down gets colder. This is the same as moving to the left on a normal number line, where the numbers get smaller. Let's look at some quick statements. 20 degrees Celsius is warmer than 15 degrees Celsius because it is further up the thermometer. So there's 20 degrees Celsius there, and there's 15 degrees Celsius, and that's the reason 20 degrees Celsius is warmer, because it is further up the thermometer. Minus 15 degrees Celsius is colder than minus 10 degrees Celsius because it is further down the thermometer. The temperature is normally shown by a thick coloured liquid that goes up or down the tube, depending on the temperature. So there's the liquid there, for example. It's coloured red just so we can see it easily. And it's a special liquid, and it just goes up or down depending on the temperature. So the next slide has some exercises about a thermometer with a different scale. What that means is that this thermometer goes up by 5. So that's a particular scale that goes up by 5. So let's see what the scale is for the next thermometer. So the exercises for this thermometer, the scale goes up by 1 each time. Very straightforward. So let's look at some questions. What is the current temperature on the thermometer? So if we look at where the liquid is, the current temperature is minus 3 degrees Celsius. If the temperature increases by 4 degrees Celsius from minus 3 degrees Celsius, what is the new temperature? So there's the current temperature now, and it increases by 4 degrees. So for the answer, if we move 4 spaces up from minus 3 degrees Celsius, we get 1 degree Celsius. So we're here, so we go 1 space, 2 spaces, 3 spaces, 4 spaces, and that's why we get 1 degree Celsius. If the temperature increases by 7 degrees Celsius from minus 3 degrees Celsius, what is the new temperature? The answer, if we move 7 spaces up from minus 3 degrees Celsius, we get 4 degrees Celsius. And the next one, if the temperature drops 5 degrees Celsius from minus 3 degrees Celsius, what is the new temperature? The answer, if we move 5 spaces down from minus 3 degrees Celsius, the new temperature is minus 8 degrees Celsius. And the last question, the maximum temperature for a given day is 9 degrees Celsius. The minimum for the same day is minus 7 degrees Celsius. What is the difference? The answer, the difference is 16 degrees Celsius, because there are 16 spaces between the two temperatures. So this video has introduced the idea of the thermometer to help us better understand the idea of positive and negative numbers, and we've done some simple exercises using the thermometer.